How's it going, everybody? It's PJ for PJ Play on Twitch, PJ on YouTube. I've been dying to get into this game, Brewmaster. I picked it up the other day. It was on a 10% sale. I'm not sure if it's still on sale at Steam. You can check that out. Hopefully it is, and hopefully you'll jump in. This has got to be one of the most exciting games I think I've been looking forward to for a long time. It might help that I have a nephew who actually is a brewer. So I'm hoping that this not only it's going to be a fun game to play, but I'm hoping that I'll find myself with more to talk about with him about it. So it's kind of exciting. This is the opening screen. Oh, and by the way, just so you know, when you first launch the game, there is a bit of a load-in time. So I may have to cut short a little bit here this afternoon because I was hoping to jump in and jump on, but it did take a couple of minutes. Not a long time, but it does take a couple of minutes for stuff to load in, so don't be discouraged. But here we are. I assume this is our hearth here, our comfy chair. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to start a new game, and I'm going through this for the first time with you, so I haven't really experienced anything. Brewmaster mode. Nice that they have descriptions next to everything, so you are fully educated. Brewmaster mode. In this mode, you'll learn to brew, complete jobs, and enter competitions, and progress through a story that'll make you a true brewmaster. Recommended for new players. Free player mode is a sandbox mode in which all items and recipes are unlocked from the start, allowing you to freely experiment. Only recommended for experienced brewers, which I am not. Disable tutorial in Brewmaster mode? No, thank you. Leave that on, please. We'll go ahead and jump into Brewmaster mode. Once you know the rules of brewing, whoop, that was pretty quick. Be nice to be able to read that. Welcome, brewer. You are about to take your first steps into the world of home brewing, a world packed with creativity, discovery, and most of all, excellent beers. Brewing is an art with endless possibilities where true masters can take a lifetime. Yet at its heart, it's wonderfully simple. Anyone can pick up a brew pot, throw a few ingredients together, and create a tasty, thirst-quenching beer to share with friends and family. So that's exactly what you should do first. Let's get brewing. Brew a beer using the extract brewing method by Jeff. I hit that with the left mouse button. Story objectives. Brew a beer using the extract brewing method. Tutorial objectives. Retrieve brew pot small from the equipment cupboard. Use WASD to move and mouse to look around. Okay. All right, so we're going to use WASD. Here's our... Oh, very cool. So this is our entryway as we get into our home brew. Come in. This does look cool, though. There again's our hearth. Here's our living space. This is our kitchen area here. All right, so the exclamation point, the yellow exclamation point, I believe is where we have to go. Okay, this is the equipment cupboard. Open the equipment cupboard with the E button. I will do that. The storage screen is where you can retrieve equipment or ingredients that you own. The items shown depends on which storage area you've opened. For example, the equipment cupboard contains tools and containers. Okay. To retrieve an item, select the item's icon and press the retrieve button. The item will be added to your inventory, which you carry around with you. Retrieve the brew pot small. Brew pot small. I clicked on it. All right, so just hit your left mouse button a second time. So the first time you hit it, you'll get a breakdown of the item. The brew pot small. Its size is small. Its capacity is 25 liters. Tap no. Heat tolerant yes. Insulation low. The signs of use on this pot are not damage, but the honorable battle scars of a veteran. It has years of service yet to offer. Now to retrieve it, you just hit your left mouse button. There's our inventory down there, and you saw that it was in there. Okay. Yellow exclamation point. What does that mean? Do I go back? Okay, so, all right. I hit the escape key to get out of that menu. So, place item by using your left mouse button. Hold E to clean the item. I think I cleaned it. There you go. Open and close the tap. Oop, the lid's still on. How do I get the lid? All right, so sink. Nope. So we want to place the item. Okay, down in the right corner. Place the item. Hold E to clean it. The mouse wheel will rotate it. We can stow the item or pour the item. We want to put it in the sink, I believe. Pick up, rotate. Okay, V is to remove lid. Again, you left mouse button will pick it up again, and then obviously the mouse wheel will rotate it. We want to hit V. I'm hitting V. Whoop, that didn't work. Okay. Why is my V not working? There seems to be a yellow I'm assuming that's, am I supposed to put that in there? There we go. Okay. Fill the pot small with 21 liters of water. Okay, that's the other. Okay, I'm looking all over the place, but in the right places. Upper left-hand corner, obviously you see the time of day. You got the watch there that tells you the time. You also have your story objectives and your tutorial objectives. I should be paying more attention to that. Down in the lower right-hand corner, you have the controls for the individual things that you, like when I'm on the pot, I can pick it up, rotate it, or attach to the lid. We want to put 21 liters in the pot, so we're going to hit E to open the tap. There it is. Okay, now there, whoop. Okay, 21 liters, I'm at, okay. Scared me a little bit. Okay, so we're going to let that run until we get to 21 liters. We're going to fill it up, again, up in the upper right-hand corner, 21 liters of water. Place the brew pot in the sink, remove the lid, and then turn on the tap. We did that. You can use your watch T to accelerate time. Okay, so if we hit T, there's our watch. And we can use the mouse wheel to go up. Speeds up time a little bit. A little bit more, 5 times. 10 times, go up to, whoa, ooh. Okay, I messed that up. I was playing with it and I picked it up, but that's okay, because what we're going to do is we're going to pour into horrible content. Oh, I just dumped it. Okay, all right, kids, we'll get the hang of this here. T for time. We're going to pull it up a little bit. It starts to go really fast when you get up to like 100 times speed, I think. Yeah. All right, so I want to be able to turn this off at 21 liters. 19. 20. I gotta hit E. I gotta remember to hit E. I turned it off, didn't I? Why is it not turning off? I'm on the tap, but it's not turning off. Oh, because I'm still in time mode. Gosh, dang it. All right, so let's try this one more time. If I press E, all right, there we go. I want to go up. But it's, okay. E. How do I pour? Okay, there we go. Whoop, whoop. Okay, stop pouring. Put it back in there. We're at 2053. We got to be at 21. All right, we're about there. Back up to our tutorial objectives. Heat the brew pot small on the kitchen hob. So we're going to pick this up. We're going to come over here to the kitchen hob. We're going to put that on there. Okay. So we're going to heat the brew pot on the kitchen hob. So we're going to turn this on. How do we turn this on? Oh, E. All right, so we turned it on. Retrieve a can of malt extract from the fridge freezer. Can of malt extract. E. Amber malt extract, light malt. Some ingredients need to be stored cold to maintain their freshness. These are found in the fridge freezer, whilst other ingredients are kept in the ingredients cupboard. Malt extracts are syrupy liquids packed with fermentable sugars that yeast will eventually turn into alcohol during the fermentation stage. They also add flavors to your brew. Retrieve 2 kilograms of any malt extract. Okay. Light malt or amber malt? Let's go with the amber malt. Okay, there it is. Subcategory base malt. Efficiency 79%. Color influence 175 SRMs. What's an SRM? Color SRM influence. This ingredient will have on your brew. The SRM color grading system goes from pale yellow 1 SRM all the way back to black 40 SRM. The more of an ingredient you use in your brew, the more it will influence the overall color of the beer. Okay. Retrieve 2 kilograms of any malt extract. Okay, so we'll retrieve 250 grams. What do I need? I need 2 grams, right? Oh, 2 grams. Confirm. Okay, so now escape to go back. I got my 2 grams. That's kilograms. No, that's right. Okay. Add the 2 kilograms of malt extract to the brew small pot. Okay. All right. I hate to say this, kids, but I think I'm getting the hang of this. Oh, and then to pour, it's your mouse wheel. So I'm pushing my mouse wheel forward. Get it all the way in there. Okay, so I think we got it all the way in there. It did look a little bit like maybe I missed a little bit, but stop pouring and we can put the can. Actually, we should put the can in the garbage. I believe there's a garbage over here. There you go. There's that. Retrieve a bag of steepable grain from the ingredients cupboard. Steepable grain. Open the cupboard with E. Crystal, Vienna crystal steepable. Ultra pale crystal steepable. Steepable grains are kept in mesh bags so that they can be easily added and removed when brewing. They're used in extract brewing to add flavor, body, and color to your beer. Vienna crystal 25 SRMs. Ultra pale. I went with the amber. I'm thinking maybe we go with the ultra pale. Let's go with the ultra pale. We need 500 grams. We're at 50. 500 grams of steepable extract. Okay. Escape key again, and we're out of that menu. We're going to come over here. Clip the steepable grains to the brew pot. Hey, there it is. No, I didn't mean to do that. I just wanted, how do I stow item? All right, place item, E. That's what we want, E, place the item. Boil the wort in brew pot small. Okay. How do I know when it's boiling? Continue heating the brew pot until the wort is boiling around 100 degrees Celsius. All right, you can use the watch to accelerate time. We're going to do that because we're only at 19. So let's go ahead and jump up. We want it to get to about 100 degrees Celsius. It's turning nice and dark though. I hope it's good. I hope it's good for my first one. Okay, 28, 30. Again, at 100 times speed, it starts to move pretty quick. I could probably go up to 200. We got a little room to play with, but yeah, you can see it starts getting... Temperature's up to 68. I think once we get to 90, I'm going to start pulling the time back down, slowing it down a little bit. We're at 80 here. Okay. Kind of like the music too. I hope I don't get a hit for... I should have turned that down, I guess. Oh, we're at 90. I think I can hear it bubbling. That's pretty cool. All right, we're at 95. Let's start to take it down a little bit. get it under control. Otherwise, as we saw with the sink, it can get away from you quick. I got 21.55 liters, so I'm a little bit over the 21, but I'll take it. That's not horrible. We might want to go up a little bit. This is actually moving a little bit slower than I thought it would. 98. $98.5 will go. All right, retrieve 1 bag of bittering hops and 1 bag of British hops. Where do I get that from? Now that it's boiling, okay, go back to 1, I guess. Close the watch T. All right, so retrieve 1 bag. Okay, 1 bag of bittering hops. The main two purposes of hops are to add flavor and bitterness to your beers. The amount of bitterness is determined by the alpha acid content, the AAC. The higher the AAC, the more bitterness the hops will add. Tutorial. Hold on for a minute, I gotta take care of business. All right, folks, I'm back. Sorry about that. Just had to take care of some business. The longer hops are boiled, the more bitterness and flavors they'll add, but flavors begin to boil off after a time whilst bitterness continues to climb. This is why bittering hops exist. These are mainly used for bittering and are boiled for longer, whilst flavor hops are added near the end of the boil. Retrieve 20 grams of any bittering hops and 50 grams of any British hops. Polar Down or Rugged? Polar Down. Dual purpose variety hops with a crisp and clean character emphasized by pine and cedar notes. The most famous British hops used in many classic styles, a full-bodied profile with earthy, woody grass. Okay, we'll go here. These are British hops, so we need 50 grams. I think I'm burning my beer right now. 50 grams of that. And bittering hops, we got Magnus. Mild, peppery, spicy fruit notes are the only aromatic contribution of this bittering variety. Bred to be disease resistant, tolerant for storage, and easy to harvest bitters cleanly with minimal aroma. Let's go here. We want 20 grams of this. So we're going to go up to 20. Thank you. And we're going to go back out. Add the bag of bittering hops, Morata or Magnus, to the boiling wort. Okay. E to place the item, and then we're going to continue boiling the wort for 50 minutes and then add the British hops. It's 12:17, so 50 minutes would be 1:07. Let's go ahead and let's run up the time here. And then we got to put in the British hops. So at 1:07, we're going to put in the British hops. I'm feeling pretty good about this. I don't know how you guys. 396.29 grams undissolved. I don't know if that's good. That doesn't sound like it's good. We're not at 100 yet either, so I'm not sure if that's going to be points off against us or what. All right, 12:57. Okay, I'm starting to get hang of the clock here. All right. All right, continue to boil for 10 minutes, then remove all bags and turn off the hob. Okay, so that would be 13:07. Make it 13:17. And then we can start pulling everything off, turn the heat off, and then we'll have 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, start getting. Okay. E. How do I turn that off? Turn off E. I turned it off, didn't I? I think I turned it off. How do I know if it's off? It's not off. Okay, turn on. There we go. We got it. Okay. All right, so wait until brew pot small is at a temperature of 21 degrees Celsius or lower. So again, we're going to go to the time. And we're going to rocket this up because it's got to cool way down. 21 degrees Celsius or lower. 500 times speed we're rocketing through here. So far so good. Again, it's a game of feel. So the more you play, the better you'll have, the better feel you'll get for the controls. I think the more accurate you're going to be. But again, I think much of, and I might be talking out my hat here, but I think a lot of brewing is, you know, sometimes that's it. Sometimes little variations like that are what determine, you know, make your brew different from somebody else's brew. I mean, everybody could kind of throw the same ingredients in. That doesn't mean it's going to come out tasting the same. So those unique differences, I think, are what create style and flavor, if you will. You know, so that's pretty cool. All right, so we're still waiting on the brew pot small to cool to 21 degrees Celsius or lower. We're at 27 and dropping quickly. 26. Again, when I first started, and I was trying to move time. It was a cacophony of errors, but now I'm starting to feel a little bit more comfortable with it. I feel like I can play around in these upper ranges and not. I'm not as worried. Of course, it says or lower too, which makes it a little bit kind of like, okay, cool. Even if I overshoot, it's not a big deal. 2296. Excuse me. A little bit of a cough there. All right, and then it's vital to cool the wort before adding yeast. Use the calendar to advance time by day. We don't want to do that, though. We might do that when we add the yeast. Okay, eventually you'll gain access to wort chillers, tools that generally greatly speed up the cooling process. Okay, so G is show X-ray. Okay, oh wow. That is a breakdown there, folks. Where am I at? I'm at 21. 2155 and still falling up. So I got 19.99 liters. So I came up just 0.01 liters shy of the 21. Okay. So now what do I do? Oh, I gotta close the watch first. Okay. Wait until the brew pot is at a temperature of 21 degrees. Okay, I've done that. Now what? E, open calendar. Proceeding will advance time by a total of 1 day. I don't think I have to do that, though. It's vital to cool the wort before adding yeast. Okay, so I've cooled the wort. What do I do with it now? Do I need yeast? Heat open. Advance time. So do I just advance it then? Or not? Retrieve, okay, retrieve fermentation container small from the equipment cupboard. But I don't think I put any yeast in though, did I? Fermentation, oh, I didn't read that. Fermentation containers are used in the fermentation stage of brewing. When yeast turns sugars into alcohol and CO2, note the attached airlock. This is so the CO2 can escape, preventing the unfortunate container explosion. Retrieve the fermentation container. It's small, it holds 25 liters. It's got a tap, yes. Heat tolerant, no. Insulation, low. Compact in size and great for space-conscious brewers. This has the same key features as its larger cousins. We'll retrieve that. It is now in our inventory. There she is. And put the wort into fermentation container cold. While holding the brew pot, look at the fermentation container and press E to pour. Make sure the lids are off of both containers. Wort is usually pronounced wort, though homebrewers aren't the fussy types. The important thing is that it contains plenty of sugars for the yeast to feed on. There we go. And we want to remove the lid. Okay, now we want to grab our brew pot, which is called wort. And we're going to pour into. And like I said, you got to go. Oh, that's kind of cool. You have to continue to tip it up higher and higher as your. Okay, brew a beer using the extract brewing method. Okay, retrieve a packet of yeast from the fridge freezer. Yeast is used during the fermentation stage to produce alcohol and carbon dioxide. Okay. G? No G. Uh-oh, what did I do? Okay. I want to get out of the pouring mode. There's our x-ray. We're going to put that in there because it's got to get clean. We're going to grab some yeast, so we need to open it up. Yeasts are another ingredient that must be stored cold. They can be found here. Select the yeast tab. There it is. I think I did, didn't I? Oh, there's the yeast tab. Sorry. What is this? Okay. Tutorial. Yeast is crucial to the brewing process as it turns fermentable sugars into CO2 and, best of all, alcohol. It will also add its own unique flavors to your beer during this process. Attenuation is the yeast's efficiency, how much of the fermentable sugars it will convert into alcohol and CO2. The remainder will become unfermentable sugars. For yeast to ferment, the wort must be within its optimal temperature. Outside of this, the yeast will start to hibernate or even die. This is why cooling the wort before adding yeast is vital. Choose one of the yeasts and add it to your inventory. We got American ale yeasts. No flavor notes to compete with hop and malt contributions. Allows this clean tasting strain to work in any style. Attenuation 80%. Yeast species ale, optimal temperature 20 to 23 degrees Celsius, alcohol tolerance 15%. Standard flavors crisp and clean. The British ale yeast has a 70% attenuation. It's an ale species, optimal temperature 60 to 20 degrees Celsius, alcohol tolerance 10%. The standard flavors are malty and sweet. The flavor notes ester and woody. A very low attenuation for commercial yeast resulting in slightly malty sweet beers produces unusually woody esters. We go American. Doesn't compete with, or we go British. Let's go. I think we tried to do a little bit of flavoring already. So let's go with the American ale yeast since it doesn't look like it will interfere. So we've grabbed the SoCal Ale 1 yeast. All right, so we've got to pour all the yeast into the fermentation container small, then close the lid. Okay, so here we are. I did hit the x-ray mode, which I'm sorry I did. There. We're going to pour into, which is E, and then we're going to go up, and we're going to use the mouse scroll wheel to pour all of our yeast into There it is. There it is. Okay. Poured 150 grams. We're going to stop pouring. This can go in the garbage. Thank you for your service. And we want to attach the lid, so that's V. There you go. Use the calendar to wait 15 days for our brew. Liquid 19.74 liters, undissolved 1,500 grams, temperature 19.84 degrees Celsius. Should I pick it up and shake it? No. Let's do G real quick. Okay, so here's your X-ray. We got the temperature, undissolved. The color is a 138.2 SRMs, which I think is on the darker end, right? I can't remember exactly. IBU contamination is at 3.516% fermentable sugars, unfermentable sugars. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and hit G, and we've got to go to the calendar now, and we're going to move it 15 days. So there's 15 days. We're going to advance it. Can we change the time? No. Advanced. There we go. Escape out. Retrieve a bag of corn sugar from the ingredients cupboard. Okay. Can I just take a look and see where we're at? 20 degrees Celsius, 721.37 grams undissolved. The color is dropped to 47.8 SRMs. 4.55% alcohol by volume. Where's the contamination? 13.5%. No, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. I meant to do that. And then we got to pick up the corn sugar from the cupboard. Corn sugar. Subcategory adjunct sugars. Efficiency 99%, 0 SRM, standard flavors, malty and sweet. Used by many large commercial brewers as a cheap and reliably available food for the yeast. So we're going to retrieve that. And then we're going to head over to our, add 150 grams of corn sugar to fermentation container. All right, so what we need to do is remove the container top. Then we're going to hit E to pour into. We're going to go up, and we need to pour 150 grams. It says 129 grams poured. 157. Stop pouring. Retrieve plastic barrel and tube from the equipment cupboard. All right, so still item F. Okay. We need plastic barrel, small, and a tube. All right. Conditioning containers can be found here. Select the conditioning containers tab. Okay, so there's that. Plastic barrel, small. Conditioning containers are used in the conditioning stage of brewing where the beer is carbonated. Okay. Small, 21 liters, natural. Yeah. Carbonation type, natural. Tap, yes. Heat tolerant, no. Insulation, yeah. Low. A sealable plastic barrel in which beer can condition and from which it can be dispensed via a tap once it's ready. Okay, we're going to retrieve that. To transfer your beer to the conditioning container, you'll need a tube. You can find tubes in the flow category right there. Retrieve a tube. Tubes are used to transfer liquid between the siphon, basically. Tubes are used to transfer liquid between containers and can also be attached to the sink tap. Gravity plays a key role here. The target container must be lower than the source of the liquid in order to transfer to work. Okay. And attach this tubing to taps and container rims to transfer your beer from wherever it is to wherever it is needed to go. Okay, we have that, and we're going to get out of here. Now, use a tube to transfer your beer to the plastic barrel small. Okay, so we need 2, which is our plastic. Can I put it down? Place item? I can't put it. That's what we need to do. You want to put that lower than where your wort is sitting. We're going to hit the V to remove the lid. Okay, and now connect tube is E. And connect tube E. What am I holding? This is this, right? I need to put this back because place inside there. I don't need that sugar anymore, I don't think. Okay, it is working. There you go. Okay. It's transferring. You can see the dotted line helps. Although graphically it doesn't look like it's hooked up. I don't know if they could do something about making it just look like this. All you have to do is take this hose off the end of this and then into this barrel. I know, I'm a troublemaker. I don't mean to be. Place the barrel on a lower surface, then the fermentation container. Connect the tube between the fermentation container's tap and the top of the barrel. Open the tap. Oh, I didn't do that properly, did I? Because I still got the lid off, that's why. I guess I was supposed to put the lid back on once I put the sugar in. If the transfer doesn't work, make sure the tap is open and the conditioning container is lower than the fermentation container. So there you go. I think it probably would have worked better if I put the lid back on here and then it would have connected to the tap to the top, right? So I messed that one up. I messed that one up, y'all. Let's go T. We're going to increase the time here. This has got 15 liters left. Let's get up to 100 times maybe. There you go. Now it's draining. Which I don't really have to worry because it won't overflow. It'll just, it'll just empty, basically. So I could have left it at 100. Okay, so there's that. Close the barrel's lid and then wait 20 days. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to close the watch first, which is T. Then we're going to hit V to attach the lid. When an item is inside. How do I remove? Okay, E to detach the tube. And then E to detach the tube, right? Detach the tube. Detach the tube. Hold E. Okay, there we go. Duh, Pete. Okay, so what we want to do now is attach the lid. No, I don't want that. Still item F. Okay. Fermentation, that's empty. So I think we can take and put this over here. And we can attach the lid because that's got to get cleaned as well. So does this tube. So we're going to put the tube here. I think we're going to pick this up and we can put this here. All right, so now we got to close the barrel's lid, then wait 20 days. All right, so we can go back to our calendar. And we can hit the D button, go up to 20 days here. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right, so we're going to advance time. We're going up to 20 days. 20 days. Escape to get out. And let's hit the G. Okay, taste and package your beer. Okay, first of all, I want to see where are we at? 123.76 grams undissolved. I don't know if that's good. 4.94 alcohol by volume. Where's our contamination? 8.5%. All right, shut that off. And now it says, taste and package your beer. Time for all your hard work to pay off. Bring the barrel to the taps in the tasting room and give your beer a try. Tip, once a conditioning container has been packaged, the beer inside can no longer be changed. Okay, so once it's been packaged. Okay, so we're going to pick that up. We're going to head out to the tasting room. Ooh, look at that, huh? Very nice. I like that. I like that. Okay, so we're going to put that, what do we do? Taste beer, E. You can't use up creativity the more. All right, so there's our beer. It's a dark beer. Wow. Very dark. 47.8 SRM. Carbonation. 2.27 vols. So not very. Batch size 19.2 liters is small. Its clarity is hazy. So it's space. Malty and sweet. Slightly malty and sweet. Crisp and clean, 8.9%. Malty and sweet, 11.2. 2.8 fruit and spice, 2.1 off. So it tastes a little off. 5.6 hoppy and bitter. Aroma and flavor notes: caramel, pine, cedar, honey, floral, plus 4 more. Wow, that's a very caramel, pine, cedar, honey, floral, berry, nutty, pepper, and herbal. Although pepper and herbal don't have any. All right, so space. That's a dark beer right there. Beer style: 60% British strong ale, 57% American porter, 56% foreign extra stout, 51% English style IPA, 51% American strong ale. See, my beer is a peace bringer. I bring together the different nations. Alcohol by volume 4.94, color 47.8 SRM, bitterness 55.6 IBUs. International, I don't know what it is. I'll have to go through the whole thing over again. Carbonation 2.27 vols, OGFG 1.046/1.009. It's got a medium body. Standard flavors, we've already gone through that. Aroma and flavor notes, we've already done that as well. Brew name, Brewmaster. The packaging screen is where you can name your finished beer, choose its style, and also design a label for the bottle. Okay. So let's call it stale ale. No. I don't know what to call it. British strong ale. What about stag ale? This is very uncreative. I mean, it's kind of catching me off here a little bit. Stag ale. It's a British strong ale, right? I guess I could call it anything I wanted to. British strong ale, I guess. Bottle Belgian. Glass tulip. And serve it in a beer mug, a goblet, tulip, an IPA. I think that's where you're going. The Nonic pint. Oh, let's take a look at the other ones. Pilsner glass. No, I don't think so. Stout. A Wiesen. I think it's Nonic pint. That's where we go with that one. Label maker. Label template. Stag ale. There you go. What else do they got? That's fine. Because we're just looking right now. Illustration border. Well, I don't have an illustration. There's got a little bit of a shadow width. I don't see it. Okay. So very cool. Color B is going to be texture. There it is. Use gradient. Can I make it bigger? Scale, I can. Okay. Oh, this is so cool. This in and of itself, you could just lose yourself in trying to create the perfect. Actually, I think I want to raise it up a little bit because now I got the face right there. But I don't want the maybe a little coming out a little bit over the edge there. I kind of like that. Okay. Shadow width. I don't see that having any effect. We're going to confirm that. Beer name text. What? Get out of here. Choose a text style. It's too small though. But that's okay because we can change that up. Look at that, Stag Ale. We're gonna move it down. No, down. What is? Oh, I think that's the name of the type of beer. That's all right with me. What about the metallic? Can we get some metallic on here? Can I make it bold? I'd like it bold. Leadward? No, I don't like that. All right. Stag Ale. We're going to go back to Bakund. Confirm that up. Text border 2. I don't see it. Let's change the color to purple. Oh. What? Back. All right, back. Very cool. We'll confirm that. I think that will be our first beer, the Stag Ale. Beer snobs tell you what to think. Beer geeks, okay. Beer must be in conditioning container. We got bitter is better, quality brew, and home brewer achievements for our Steam achievements. No job tracked. Why is that? Tab. Oh, not available in this part. When you're ready, advance to the next session. Brew a beer using an extract. Rotate. There it is. Still item F. Oh, there's my beer. Okay, here's my first beer. A strong ale. British strong ale. All right, well, we did it. We passed the, oh, no, sorry. How do we unstill item? F. There's nowhere for me to put my beer. Right there. Can I put it? Display bottle stag. There you go. Oh, very cool. My first bottle. There you go. All right, folks. So we got through the first one. When you're ready, advance to the next season. Congratulations on brewing your first beer. Feel free to experiment further. When ready, move to the front door to advance to the next season. In the next season, you'll gain access to recipes, jobs, and much more. I think I'm going to go and just we'll get it started, but then we're gonna back out. Advance to the next season is E. This will end the current season. You will lose any beers you're in the process of brewing, but finished beers, conditioning containers that have been through the packaging process will be unaffected. Wait a minute. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should go and clean up our area first. Hold E to clean it. Okay, so that's clean. Where was it? Does anybody remember? It was in the equipment cupboard, right? All right, place in. There you go. Okay. The tube. I think we need to clean the tube. Do we not have to clean the tube? Stow item, rotate, place item, connect tube, rotate tube, slow item. Okay. I think we're going to put it away. Go ahead and place it in the cupboard. No, I didn't mean to open it. Place it. There you go. So we definitely want to make sure that we've hold E to clean it. So we're going to hold E. We're going to clean that. So that's clean. And we can put this back here as well. There we go. So now everything's been cleaned. We're ready for the next season, which is good because it's about to begin. We're going to advance to the next season. This will end the current season. You'll lose any beers you're in the process of brewing, but finished beers, conditioning containers that have been through the packaging process will be unaffected. Okay. So there it is. Open the Brewers Quarterly magazine. Pick up the Brewers Quarterly magazine. The Brewers Quarterly can be found near the front door. So here's our front door. Here's our copy of the Brewers Quarterly. Let's read it. Greetings, brewer. Did you know what the best thing about brewing beer is? People want to drink it. Few folks in the world are more popular than a home brewer. I've sent you a copy of the Brewers Quarterly, a magazine run by the Community Brew Club, including yours truly. Each issue contains a bounty of home brewers, recipes, articles, a catalog, and last but not least, jobs. Which brings me back to your popularity. A brewer's services are always in demand, and jobs are a great way to earn an income whilst increasing your brewing mastery. Why not give one a go? Complete a job. Okay. All right. At the start of each season, you'll find new jobs, recipes, and articles in the Brewers Quarterly. These will be automatically added to your journal and Brewpedia, which will subsequently grow as you progress through the game. Okay. There'll be 2 new jobs every season, each offering rewards such as beer tokens, mastery, and sometimes special items. You're free to complete one, both, or neither. It's up to you. Although for this part of the tutorial, you'll need to complete at least one. Okay. Each job comes with its own set of requirements that need to be met by your beer in order to complete the job. They also have an optional bonus requirement that grants extra rewards if met. Track one of the jobs by selecting the Track Job button. Okay. All right. A local band wished to make their release of their first record, a space-themed concept album with a beer as dark as the depths of the universe. Quarterly readers are invited to submit an appropriately dusky brew. Sensational Citrus. I can't really read the title of this one. I wish I could kind of move this out of the way so I could. Sensational Citrus. The organizers of a local food festival are looking for a great special beer to celebrate the year's theme of sensational citrus and welcome submissions from quarterly readers. Jeff's tip, the recipe for American Pale Ale extract, has the required citrus notes. Okay. So page 1 of 15. Okay, so we got to track one of these jobs. I guess we go with, let's try the sensational citrus. Now that you have a job in mind, let's pick a recipe. Select the recipes tab. There'll usually be 2 new recipes in each issue of the Brewers Quarterly, which are automatically added to your collection of recipes in your journal. Each recipe shows the required equipment and ingredients, the steps involved, and the estimated final stats of the beer. Okay. When doing a job, you'll usually want to pin a recipe that matches the job's requirements. For example, if the job requires a certain ingredient, you should find a recipe that contains it. Pinned recipes will appear on the HUD so you can easily follow the steps whilst brewing. Pin a recipe, change the page to see the second recipe. Okay. American Stout. I don't think I want the American Stout though, right? The American Pale Ale. I think that's the one they said was 2 of 2. So the Stout would be for the album release because the Stout is typically a darker beer. And the Pale Ale has got more citrusy notes, I believe. Crisp, clean, hoppy, and bitter, malty and sweet fruit and spice. Grapefruit, citrus, okay. So we're going to hit space or just you can. Pinned recipes like track jobs can be changed at any time. You can do this in the recipes section in the Brewers Quarterly or in your journal, okay. Each issue of the Brewers Quarterly also includes beer-related articles, which are automatically added to the Brewpedia. Great for expanding your brewing knowledge. When you're ready, select the catalog. This is where you can buy the ingredients needed for your pinned recipe. Okay. Catalog. Okay. We need a brew container, which we got. Fermentation container. We got conditioning container. We've got grains. We need ultra pale crystal steepable grains. The catalog is where you can buy brewing equipment and ingredients as well as cosmetics to decorate your workshop. More items will unlock as you progress through the game, so it's worth visiting every season. Okay, the pinned recipes tab is a useful way of viewing all the items required for your currently pinned recipe. Okay. Here you can see all the equipment and ingredients required for your currently pinned recipe, including those you already own. Any that you don't own you can be bought immediately or added to your shopping cart. When you've purchased all the required ingredients for your recipe, return to the workshop. It's time to get brewing. Okay. So we've got that. We've got that. We've got the ultra pale crystal steepables. Oh, we need the Troa. I have 150 tokens. Add to cart. Okay, so we're going to add to cart just in case there's other stuff we need to get. Wenichi. We're going to need some Wenichi. We got the SoCal Al 1, the light malt extract, and the corn sugar. So yeah, let's go check out. Can we check out our cart? We can go up to the cart thing. We need Cascadian hops, Troa, and Wenichi. We're going to buy all for 20. There are no items in your shopping cart. Okay, so I hit escape and I'm out of here. Back here. Okay, so this is page 1 of 15. We're going to do sensational citrus. Small batch size. We're going to get mastery, your reputation in the brewing world. Complete jobs and competitions to increase your mastery level. Each new level grants as rewards as well as unlocking new jobs, recipes, and items in the catalog. We're a novice working towards home brewer. Mastery earned on completion will be 1. We will long neck, instantly recognizable, a classic of beer bottle design. This reward will unlock this bottle type as packaging option for your finished beers, and we'll get 25 beer tokens. Beer tokens can be used to purchase items in the catalog. You can earn beer tokens from jobs, competitions, reaching a new mastery level, and increasing your reputation with local breweries. Commercial slots, once unlocked, can provide an additional income each season. Beer tokens earned on completion 25, which is good because I spent 20 just to get the ingredients, so I'm making 5 on it. The American Stout extract, that's description. So this is just one of the 2 recipes. So you get the jobs. These are your jobs. 1 of 2, 2 of 2, and then these are your recipes. We're getting a recipe for an American Stout extract, which I think we just made, and American Pale Ale extract. So there you go, 2 of 2. American Brewing, it's beer, but not as we know it. All right, well, this is what's going to happen right now. We're going to take a break, and we're going to have to come back, and we're going to take on this American Pale Ale extract next time. Oh wow, I do not currently own any seasonal. Where's the catalog? Where's my catalog? Okay, the journal is where you'll find all the recipes you've collected and created, as well as available jobs in your current progress in the story. Additional content will unlock as you progress further in the game. As you complete activities such as jobs, you'll gain beer tokens and increase your mastery. Beer tokens can be used to buy new equipment, ingredients, and decorations. Reaching higher mastery levels will unlock new items and content. You can also access the catalog and Brewpedia from your journal. Okay. Catalog. Oh, there's nothing in there. Okay. Well, we're going to call it a day. We'll come back and we're going to take on the job of. Here's our. Sorry. E for open. Okay, we're going to store that. So now those are in our fridge. They should be in our fridge. I believe the Troa and the Wenichi both need to be refrigerated. Troa, Wenichi. Okay. And we'll come back and we'll make the American Pale Ale extract. So please join me next time. I promise I won't be doing as much reading, I hope. So, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you'll come back. Until I see you again, be safe, be well, and be good. And we look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.